Wicked Witches. I have just finished doing the full moon and Taurus ceremony, and it was ridiculously scrummy and epic and delicious, obviously, because it's in honour of Venus. And we invited Venus into the space, and I'm surrounded now by rose petals. I painted this. I made this little necklace that I've made of a vulva. It's just absolutely delicious. And it's late, and my husband's going to be home from the pub any second. He's probably going to come home while I'm doing this. So I will do a reading for you from Venus to us. The main thing that we did tonight for you to do at home is Pluto is now moved into Aquarius, which is a new era, the dawning of the age of Aquarius. So we've been in Capricorn for the last 20 years, and those 20 years have been about being an expert and becoming a specialist at something. So not what you've been trying to do, not like, oh, I want to be a chef and I'm training to be a chef and I'm not quite there yet. That's not it. What is it that you are an expert in? What is it that you are a specialist in? It could be being an empath. It could be being an emotional mess. Whatever it is, it could be that you're an expert at being emotional. That is your thing that you're an expert in. And now it's the age of Aquarius, and it's to let that fly, because it's now air. So we've done 20 years of focus and rooting energy, and now we are flying with that, and that's taking it into some entrepreneurship, exciting new ideas, new ways of doing things. So take what you are and what you've done and what makes you special, what gets you out of bed, what makes you want to do things with your day, and then that is what you're going to then fly with. And so because Taurus is about your talent, and it is about money and making money from your talents, what we did was we connected in with a hand on your womb and a hand on your heart. If you don't have a womb, just on your belly. And we connected in with what we have done and what we've achieved in the last 20 years. And then connected in with what we love doing, and how, like, for the next few months, we've got the creation hibernation opportunity of being able to lose ourselves for a few months over the winter months of doing something creative. So what would you love to do that's creative, that would be fun? And this is coming from a place of childlike awe, because it's never too late to have a happy childhood. So if you're going to have a happy childhood and this inner child part of you, what does it want to create over the coming months? And then what are you going to use your talents to step into? So using your talents, what are you stepping into and locking in for this next 20 years, using this Aquarius energy to let something fly? And it's definitely coming from this place of childhood innocence and pleasure, but also like just being completely ridiculously mad with it. Like, as a child, it's like, when I grow up, I want to be a penguin. Like, it doesn't have to be serious. It doesn't have to be logical. It's like, when I grow up, I want to be the princess of pleasure, or whatever. Like, it could be anything, whatever it is that you want to do. And to lock that in, because the full moon goes full tomorrow, and although full moons are normally when you let things go and release, so from the moment of it getting full, it will be releasing. So in the build up to it getting full tomorrow morning, basically, you want to be locking in what you're creating for the next 20 years, for the next chunk of journey. Using your talents and your creativity and your pleasure and your love and your desire, what is it that you want to create? Having learned what we've learned for the last 20 years, what are we now stepping into? So I'm going to just do a quick card reading, because my husband did just come back. He just came through the door. So let's see what we've got. As above, so below. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. It's your twin. It's the inner and outer. So we have the outer version, which gets older and, has to live in the world and has to go to work and do all these things. The inner version is infinite and doesn't age. It's what sparks you into life when the egg and the sperm hit. It's what will go on to whatever happens next when you die. And that is the bit of you that plays and that dreams and that is childlike. Full sunshine in the physical world. So yeah, giving it just pure light, just bright, woo, sunshine. Like, just be childlike. This is all being childlike, basically. Harvesting, so this is in our communication and ideas. So the things that you've worked on, the things you developed with this Capricorn 20 years, what is it you've learned? And now bringing that all in and harvesting that for pure joy. And this is in our emotional world. It's joy. I mean, that's perfect. It's doing everything from a place of joy. If you're not loving it and you're not enjoying it, don't do it. Stop doing it. And then this is in the spiritual, which is clear direction. Be clear. Shed what doesn't serve. Just go and do the things that you love doing. Do the things that make you feel like you're full of childlike joy and awe. And that's partners, that's everything. If they're not if they're not making you feel like a goddess, then stop doing it. If they're not making you feel full of passion and love and desire, then stop doing it. Just move on. And yeah, let yourself fly. Look, see, be fly. Oh, what have we got? Prince of Cups. So this is the inner world. This is the deep depths of the inner world, your imagination, your creativity. And it has the kind of phoenix-like bird there. So the bird is drinking from the waters. And yeah, it's this inner part of you, this creative inner part of you. And then we have futility. So what is it that is futile? What is it that you're doing that's just banging your head against a brick wall that it's time to let go of? What do you need to let go of to free yourself? Oh my God. And then the tower. Burn it all down. Get rid of it. Destroy it. There are things now to burn down and let go of. Anything that doesn't make you feel like a child in a sweet shop. And I know that's hard. I'm saying this like it's flippant. It's not. It's hard. The tower's not an easy card to be doing, but it's so worth it at the other end. It's so worth it. Edgewalker. So this just jumped out. So she's the Edgewalker. So this is about you not fitting into society. It doesn't have. It's like I'm saying, be a penguin. Whatever. It doesn't have to be serious, and it doesn't have to be real. Like, there are ways of making these things work. If you want to be a penguin when you grow up, what does that mean? Is it about the playfulness? Is it about the freedom? Is it about you going and becoming a marine scientist, biologist, and going and studying penguins? Is it about you being an actress and a performer and playing the penguin? Is it about you getting a penguin outfit and getting into the what are they called? The what are they called? Furries? It's like a sex scene where people dress as animals. Go find your like soulmate penguin. Like there are many ways to peel a penguin. There are many ways to do penguin. You can do penguin in many different ways, and so don't limit yourself by what's already in existence and what seems likely or possible. Be an edgewalker and go, do you know what, I'm going to be a penguin. Whatever that means. You can just start identifying as a penguin. And be fierce. That's so cool. Be fierce. Don't be scared. Everything is trying to make us scared at the moment. Everything is trying to make us small. Well, you know what I say to that? Fuck off. Do a great big fucking wah at that, and yeah, be fierce and fearless. Don't let the narrative writers get you down or be in charge of the script any longer. It's your reality as much as it is theirs, and we're all making it up as we go along. So make up something amazing. Dodula, cleansing. I've not found her before. Oh, she's pretty. Okay, so I'm going to read her. Dodula. I feel like that's like the Tower card. In times of heavy drought, those living throughout Northern Europe and the Baltics call upon Dudula, the Slavic goddess of the rain. If she hears of any disrespect or violence aimed towards women, she seeks out the aggressor and punishes them with lightning borrowed from her husband, Perun, the thunder god. She is invoked through a village ritual of dancing and chanting by girls adorned in flowers and leaves, who travel door to door asking for gifts to appease the goddess. When it finally rains, it is said to be Dudula milking her heavenly cows, the clouds, to rejuvenate the lands below. Oh, I'd never thought about the clouds being milky. That's interesting. Dudula releases the rain from high above to bring forth the cleansing you need at this time. Energy at times can be physically felt or harnessed depending on our intentions. Yet these intentions may be poisoned with an air of toxicity that will never benefit you moving forward. Now is the time to purify yourself and your surroundings to cleanse your future aspirations. Certain objects can be utilised, such as burning sage or the use of essential oils. But do not forget that the toxic energy may also be your own. You must pay close attention to Dudula's message in this moment. Let the rains of renewal wash your spirit clean so you can move forward on your journey in peace. And that, I feel like, is the Tower card as well. Let it all go. What can you release? What can you let go of so that you can live the life that your child you wanted? Or even if it didn't have that space to dream and imagine, it's never too late to have a happy childhood. What makes you feel free and alive and excited and passionate and that excitement that you have as a child. I remember not having that for a really long time, like good 20 years. And it was from doing this kind of work that I reconnected to it. And I've been feeling depleted lately. And I've realised that I need to refill my well. Like I need to go on someone else's retreat. I need to go on to someone else's ceremony and be held and supported by someone else, because I'm depleted, I'm feeling tired and worn out, and I'm seeing that in myself. So that's something that I need to do. You know, I need to go and do a course or do a, I need to do a thing. I want to go on a writing retreat or do a thing where it's refilling my well. And so it gives me that space to play and just be in a childlike way that isn't like, oh my God, I've got to do the next thing. And I've always got a million things to do and I'm bored of it. So yeah, how to create space to just lose yourself and have a lovely time. So I hope you get a chance to do that. Happy Taurus, yummy Venus, full moon, and go forth and be fabulous. See you the anon.